coming in the air, hear the screams from everywhere. I'm addicted to the thrill. It's a dangerous love affair.
Welcome back to the A Players interview. This is Cian Tierney. This is someone who's probably closer to my heart than most. He comes from probably about 15 kilometers down the road, something like that. And yeah, it wasn't probably 8 months ago, a year ago, that you were working
7 months ago
now, that he was working 9 to 5 in his grandmother's pub.
Yeah, so actually I lived with my grandmother's for a while, for about 6 months. Mum was away, kind of family issue. So I worked in a bar. It wasn't the easiest now because I was living 40 minutes away as well. Yeah, the bar was keeping me going for a while. I was in America for a while. I was 6 months in America, something like that, working in a bar as well. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. Actually dropped out of college previously before that, doing a course I didn't really have any ambition for at all, so I left that. Kind of stuck for a year then, didn't know what I was really doing at all, and then I came across the agency model, and of course James helped me a lot in getting there as well, especially when A Players came around as well. It's really fucking
awesome. So what inspired you to get into this whole space in the first place? We're going to the A Players stuff in a bit, but
yeah, sure.
I want the guys to get some background on you, because a lot of people watching this will be Irish, English, European. You're 18 right now?
Yeah, 18.
He's 18, he's so young in the space, and a lot of people watching this will be between 18 and 22 to 24. We come from the sticks. We're in the sticks, and to go from 9 to 5 bar work, no idea what I want to do, dropping out of college, to now the agency's doing 5-6k a month.
Yeah, six and a half now actually. After this week, so.
After this week, you signed this week?
Yeah.
Sick. 6.5k a month, reoccurring online from 8 months ago. That, sometimes you feel like we're behind because of everything that's going on in the space. You feel like someone who's younger than you is ahead of you all the time, and you're never really satisfied. But if you look back and you ask yourself, the Cian of 8 months ago, would he be proud of the Cian today? And he undoubtedly would be. So what's that kind of journey been like for you, from what's inspired you to come from that to want to do something else?
I think I've always kind of been different. I was always different, sorry. I know when I was in college, I found it very hard to focus on something that I didn't want to do and I didn't like, and just being around that kind of group of people. And I kind of grew out with that then. I knew I had to go do something else. It was just kind of, the question was, what was that? What was I going to go into? And the agency model and the online space in general is really time, location, freedom.
Time, financial and location freedom.
Yeah. That's probably the best way to put it. The main thing was just kind of live a good financial life, look after friends and family, knowing that you don't ever have to worry about money. You can go out for nice meals, travel the world. But yeah, those three main things. I suppose it's kind of the same answer for everyone though.
Yeah.
For that aspect.
Yeah, no, 100%. But for you, I mean, starting out in this space as well, alone, in Leitrim, Longford, and it's very, very centre of Ireland, and the two worst possible counties to come from to want to do something. How did you kind of deal with the ridicule, or maybe the pressure of wanting to do something else where everyone else is like, fuck that, what's he doing?
Well, here's the thing. I think I'm actually very lucky. My friends are very supportive about the agency model. They wouldn't take the piss out of you or anything like that. Very supportive. A little bit at the start, but not so much now, because I think they see that you're doing so well, and they actually look up to you, and kind of they are interested about it now. And obviously I want to help them out as much as I can, and even possibly try to get them into the space as well. Would be a nice thing to do. But most of the time they've been very supportive, and that's helped me a lot. I think definitely the first 4 or 5 months of my agency I did struggle a lot, because I just didn't really have that circle around me. It was nearly like a lone wolf at most times, 90% of the time I'd say. Some days I might not do anything, some days I do a lot, and it'd be very kind of unbalanced, and I think that was due to the people I was around. Good guys though, I love my friends so much, and they were so supportive. It's just I was so alone in what I was doing at the time that it was very hard.
So talk about that transition for me. How important to you is having that group of guys around you that are driven on the same mission on a day-to-day basis? How much of a difference did that make for you?
Oh, a huge difference. It's probably the most important thing to have, especially when you're doing this line of work. Just knowing that you're getting up every day, you're surrounded by people doing the same thing, you're getting at it, there's no messing about. You do whatever you have to do every day, you set goals, and you just get shit done. Everyone just gets up and get at it. It's beautiful to see, and honestly I don't see any reason why anyone wouldn't want this life. And just look, we're literally in Marbella right now. I think there's 12, 13 of us in the house now. We're all just fucking working on the laptops. We do enjoy our lives as well, of course.
Yeah, we do sometimes go out to port when it's night time and have some fun, but we have to let loose every now and then.
Yeah, no, we all are humans at the end of the day. But yeah, like you said, we've been gymming the whole time as well, runs as well, and just working. Like, I think we done probably a block of 5 or 6 hours there, just straight, all of us just in our own individual.
That's powerful too, because you can bounce ideas off each other and everything.
Yeah, it's like we're all in our own little pods there. A few of the guys had sales calls, a lot of cash collected, so it's been a pretty good day for A players.
And then talk about last night. You didn't drink at all. No, we were having like a mini conversation. I said hold it before this, so talk me through that.
Obviously, like, James doesn't drink anymore. I think he's 6-7 months sober or something like that. And also Killian, I'm gonna name drop him because he's probably the most confident guy I've ever met, and it's actually unbelievable to see. He's never drank, never smoked anything like that ever in his life. So just seeing those two guys doing it every day, like the most confident guys, probably two most confident guys I've ever met, it makes me realise that you don't actually need drink to socialise on a night out. And last night I did have a few at the drinks, but I don't know what it was. But when I went out, I was still sober enough, and I decided not to drink. I drank water and Red Bull the whole night, and I actually enjoyed it. Probably the best night I've had here so far, just being able to actually talk to people without having the use of alcohol as your use it to your advantage, you could say. But yeah, really enjoyed it. I think I'll probably do it again, and definitely for the rest of Marbella. I'll try to do it anyway, see how it goes.
What's been the most impactful section of A players for you so far?
I think just the guys in there. Like, I think I've really made some good friends for life, I think. Before A players, I might have had maybe 1 or 2 guys to check in and out of, but it was nothing consistent. But definitely the guys in there, just being around those winners, everyone doing the same thing, everyone has that same mission, everyone has their own path, but we all work together, hit our own goals.
That's what I was saying to Krim. I was like, everyone's on their own path, but everyone's on the same mission.
Yeah.
And we're all our own individuals. Like no one trying to be like the next person beside them. But you see in like a lot of membership groups, like everyone's just following this one leader and everyone's trying to be like him, whatever. But I feel like everyone has their own morals and values that they follow, and they're strong as well. So yeah, that's like a key part of everything that we do as well. And then for someone who's maybe on the ropes, they maybe are the key in of 6 to 8 months ago, where they have this idea that they want to do something online, maybe they even have their first client or 2. What would you give to them advice wise in regards to not even just joining A players, but getting around another group of guys or being on that mission? What's the advice that you give to them?
I think, like, starting off, I think it's more beneficial for someone starting off to be around guys who are making 10, 20, 50k a month plus, because you get that feeling of what it's like and it makes you drive more and you want to actually hit that goal. Whereas if you're maybe you're around a group of 3 or 4 people, you're all just starting off, it's a lot harder because you don't really know where to go. And everyone needs guidance. Nobody gets anywhere in life on their own. It all comes from a big group of strong-minded men, like-minded men. But yeah, like even from this trip, I think I would say maybe 50% of the guys that were in the villa were just starting off in space.
I think
the amount they took away from this trip was more than anything that they would have ever got before.
I think the biggest thing is mindset shift in regards to we're in these villas that cost like $4,000 for a few nights, $5,000 for a few nights, and you go back to Longford, or you go back to Ireland, and you're like, I can't live this life anymore. Because once you see the other side, you cannot go back to normality knowing that it's possible. There's other guys like you doing this exact same thing. I think that's probably what the biggest mindset shift for like guys like yourself, most are starting out in the space, even the guys that are even at the very, very beginning. It's that mindset of like, I can't go back to normality anymore, so now I need to go home and even push harder to get out here again in September. What's the next few months looking like for you? What's the goals? What's the plans?
So I'm here for another 3-4 weeks or something like that. So the goal is to hit 10k a month by the end of the month. I know I can hit it. I've built a good name for myself in Ireland with clients I have now, so my goal is to build off referrals to 10k a month. A few of the guys helped me out with the emails, so I want to smash that out the next couple of months, and we'll get to 20-30k by end of August, let's say. September time would be nice. So,
that'd be nice.
I think set high goals, so high that you don't even think you can hit them, and just fucking work towards that 100k a month, and you'll just breeze past 10, 20, 30k a month.
100%. So where do you want to live? Here?
I think the plan would be to obviously go home for a few weeks and see I'll actually get a kind of an idea of what it's like living there for a month. It would be nice to come back here maybe September, October time, so we'll see. It's a beautiful place. It's not somewhere like Magaluf or Ibiza or those other places in Spain. It's actually a mix nearly between that beach style lifestyle and also that work mindset, just getting up, getting at it. And obviously the weather is beautiful. It's a beautiful place. You just see money everywhere. It's just fucking Marbella would definitely be the move for me, I think, and it's closest to home as well. So
That's awesome.
Number one
so
for me.
guys, that's Cian Tierney, literally from 8 months ago, solo guy, lone wolf, on a mission, had this goal in his mind of I want to scale this agency to 5, 10, 15k a month, and now is 8 months in, chilling in Marbella. We just had the best mastermind, our only mastermind so far, and we absolutely smashed it out of the park, and we're chilling here with 15 guys that are on the same mission as us, and it just goes to show how if you have this mission, he literally comes from absolutely nothing, like literally scratch. It's like starting from level 1, and now we're moving up the ranks as well. So if you feel like you align with Cian, if you feel like Cian is someone that you want to have a chat to, maybe even before you join in, we'll put Cian's socials down here as well. Have a chat with him, reach out to him, and yeah, just kind of get that confirmation that this is something that you truly do want to do, and being around guys like Cian every day will definitely help you get towards your goals as well. So Cian, thank you very much for coming on, and let's smash the next few months.
Let's do it, James.
Let's do it, bro.